This is not the man I met. He is egotistical. He disrespects me.
This entire marriage has been forced upon me.
When you don't have trust, when you don't have that foundation, the relationship is over before it starts.
I'm at my breaking point. He has a problem with spending.
You have champagne taste on a soda water budget.
Yes,
What's
honey,
going on?
come on, champagne taste. It's about the taste, not about the budget.
You can't trust him anymore. The man that I married would never have done that.
I'm not going to advise her to try to make this work because I think it's dangerous. I think it's gone beyond that. Here is today's case.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. He says her actions led him to believe this relationship was over. She says his callous disregard for her feelings is a big issue, but wants to save the relationship. Can they fix their issues? That's today's case on Divorce Court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, our virtual audience is filled with your superfans. Today's superfan of the day is Becky from the Tar Heel State, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Becky, we are so happy to have you with us. Welcome to Divorce Court.
Your Honor, this is the case of Jones versus Williams.
Thank you, Juan. Mr. Terrill Jones.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought Miss Sarah Williams.
Yes, Your Honor.
To Divorce Court today. I understand the two of you are not married, but you've been together for 2 years and you are trying to make a decision whether you should move this relationship forward or go your separate ways, and you want to be proactive about your next steps, which is why you're here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We've been off and on, and throughout the history of our relationship, we've had infidelity problems, trust issues, and a lot of communication issues. A lot of it stems from how we started off, because she was still in a relationship and I was single. And so we had our bumps in the road, so I'm here now to figure out if we can reconcile this or we just need to go our separate ways.
Ms. Williams, what do you have to say?
For the 2 years, I've dealt with Terrill lying, cheating, telling all types of things to me just because he thought I would believe it. And today, I do care about him. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be able to start a family or a relationship further than what we have if we can't fix it today.
Well, Mr. Jones, you said things started off in an unorthodox manner. You were basically her man on the side. So what happened?
Well, I come home from work one day, and it was just kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. Her phone was unlocked. So this particular day, curiosity bug got me. I go through her phone, I look at it, and I see that she's been exchanging numbers with, several people. But one of them in particular was a rideshare driver. And she was complimenting him on the ride and everything, and they exchanged numbers, explicit pictures and videos. And I saw 2 other numbers that came from the same rideshare company with 2 other, I guess, passengers that she was in the vehicle with. And so I confronted her, about it. We had an argument or whatnot. And me, I'm the kind of person when this happens, I shut down.
So, Ms. Williams, you were exchanging explicit messages from someone you met on the rideshare.
No.
That's
It wasn't
Okay,
explicit.
so my eyes just
That's not
deceived
true.
me.
I don't have any reason to lie. Just because you do what you do doesn't mean everybody's you.
You did not exchange any sexually explicit message or any nude photos.
At all.
No.
So I'm just looking at,
Okay.
I'm making this up.
I didn't do anything. The fact of the matter is, everything that he is trying to say right now would never have happened if I wouldn't have gotten off of work early in the morning and I'm sick and I come home and he has another woman in our house.
So you're saying it's just a reaction?
Yes. If he wouldn't have never did anything of any of those things to me, I would have never did anything to him. But having to come home straight from work, I'm sick, I get sent home.
And what do you see?
I see him just laying back while a woman is on her knees servicing him in our own home.
Is that true, sir?
Yes, it's true. I make mistakes. I don't have a problem admitting when I'm wrong. I've been married before, okay? This is not my first rodeo, so I understand how this thing works. She's a little younger than me, so I have some experience in seniority when it comes to relationships with her.
What does that have to do with you and the fidelity in this relationship?
I understand that relationships and people aren't perfect, and we still deal with our demons that we haven't corrected from our past.
So after this incident where she comes home and finds you with someone else, is it true that all of these things then started happening in your relationship? It was a domino effect?
No, it wasn't. He started it first. I didn't do anything.
Okay.
So what else do you say happened, sir?
Well, we ended up moving an hour away from the south side of town. And so it was not uncommon for her to go get her nails done, hair done, everything on the other side of town we used to live on. So this particular day, she tells me she's going to the nail salon. I don't pay any mind to it because, it's nothing abnormal. She gets home a little bit later than usual, and my intuitions start kicking in, especially when she's been gone for a long period of time. So I questioned her about where she went because she come home, no nails are done. So where have you been all these hours? These are 7 hours unaccounted for. Where have you been? Oh, well, nail salon was closed, so I went and got out with my sister and some friends, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay. I tell her all the time, Sarah, you can't hustle a hustler, all right? You're not gonna sit up here and tell me that you
exactly my point right
So what
there.
happened?
So she went and hooked up with a former fling, which was a woman. It's no question that she's been with men and women. And this particular woman in particular, she had a long relationship with. She told me actually 3 weeks prior to this incident that she wasn't seeing this person anymore. Come to find out that day that she was supposed to get her nails done, she went and saw this woman. They had sex, of course. And I grilled her for about 20 minutes until she finally cracked and confessed. So I don't understand why she's not confessing now to the rideshare stuff when you confess to cheating on me with this woman. It's like...
Miss Williams, is that what happened?
The first thing that happened is on his day off, a woman calls his phone, and then her name in his phone is Little Mama with a heart, a whole heart emoji. We've been in this relationship for a whole year at this point. The woman is texting him saying, oh, I'm trying to have your child, I'm pregnant. Mind you, we're talking about starting a family. So why is there another woman in your phone that you're having these conversations
So
with?
you're saying that your response to him, according to you, seeing these messages from another woman was to go out and hook up with somebody from your past, and that's the reason why you did it at that time too?
Yes.
Because he is doing these things.
Yes.
And this is your reaction to him.
Yes, and if it wasn't for the fact that she didn't want to have a child at the moment, we would have had that situation.
At my basketball banquet, one of my players comes to me and says, Coach, that young lady that you're with, this is the same woman that has been texting my husband. So she shows me, naked photos, videos. They even had plans to meet up that coming week.
Miss Williams, were you having an affair with someone else's husband? So, Mr. Jones, according to Miss Williams, she said that these things are happening only because she's essentially one-upping you and your behavior, what you're doing. What is your response to that?
These events that happen, it's always seem like a tick-for-tack thing.
And when you confronted her on this day about going to hook up with this other woman, she raised this issue with you about her asking you about having a child?
Yes, Your Honor. When I confronted her about that,
So what are you upset about exactly?
When I confront you on something, just be honest about it. Because I already see it's right in front of my face. So let's just.
Are you honest about your infidelities?
When it's presented to me, she's obviously done her research, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's have the conversation. She negates from the conversation by being evasive, not answering my questions. I'll ask her a question, she'll respond, but she won't answer the question. She'll just give me a response.
But when is it just the pot calling the kettle black?
Oh, one particular incident at my basketball banquet, I've been coaching for many years, and we have a banquet at the end of the year for my players, and we're there probably an hour and a half into the event. One of the parents of one of my players comes to me and says, Coach, I need to have a conversation with you. So we go off to the side, and she said, hey, look, that young lady that you're with, is that your girlfriend, wife, or whatnot? I said, yeah, it's my girlfriend. She said, okay, well, this is the same woman that has been texting my husband. So she shows me receipts of her sending her husband, naked photos, videos. They even had plans to meet up that coming week. So I go and get her, we go outside and talk, and I, present her with what I was just told. And again, she gets irate, she gets upset, she shuts down.
She denied it?
She didn't necessarily denied it, she just was like, I don't want to talk about this, I don't want to do this right now. She's like, oh, why are you starting this? I said, this was brought to me at my event that I'm hosting.
So what was going on, Miss Williams? Were you having an affair with someone else's husband?
Yes, I was.
So you have an affair with one of his players' parents, correct?
Yes.
How did you meet this person? At one of the games where he coaches?
Yes, at one of the games.
And the two of you started having an affair. How long did the affair last? How many times did you see him?
A couple of times, that's it.
Couple of times, that's it. And you say, once again, you're doing this in retaliation to the things that you're finding.
Exactly.
So why don't you just leave the relationship?
I really do care about him. That's my
No,
whole
no,
thing.
I don't see anything between the two of you.
I'm not comfortable.
She's very comfortable. First of all, I work, I pay all the bills, I'm the provider, I'm the breadwinner, I'm the one that's holding down everything. And the only thing I ask for is a little bit of honesty, a little bit of loyalty.
Mr. Jones? But you're asking for things that you got to be willing to give to be in a successful, committed relationship. Everything you've told me about Ms. Williams, she has admitted to today. She had an affair with one of the parents from the basketball team you coach. She admitted to going out, stepping out with someone from her past. She doesn't admit to the photos from the ride share, but I believe you. I think that happened as well. The issue is, every time I've asked her about one of these indiscretions, she points two fingers back at you. So this relationship is in this cycle where instead of taking healthy steps to either, because you only have two choices, stay in the relationship and do better or leave.
I agree.
But you're choosing the third choice, which is the one that, unfortunately for you, has brought you here today, which is stay in their relationship and try to punish each other.
I'm online one day and I scroll past and I see some pictures. So I click on it and I see, lo and behold, it's her.
Well, is it her or her feet?
It's not just foot pictures, it's full body pictures.
Ms.
I
Williams?
have submitted evidence. Who is that?
Is that you,
and
Ms. Williams?
what is that?
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free, 1-877-311-2222, or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. Outside of these several times where there's been a breach of loyalty and trust, that's how you met. When you met Miss Williams, she was in a relationship?
Yes, ma'am.
With someone already?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, she was.
And so why did you think it was a good idea to get involved with someone who was already in a relationship?
At this point in time in my life, I was dating a lot of women, married, single. I didn't care, to be honest, because I was single, so it didn't matter to me. I'm not looking for anything serious anyway. As time goes on, we start dating, more and more, getting more serious to the point where she's spending the night, on numerous occasions, and she's at my house more than she's there. So she ended up just moving in, and we ended up just trying to solidify a relationship built off of her not being honest with her ex and not really even being fully honest with me. And I can admit, me not being honest with myself at that time, I thought I was ready for a serious relationship because, I was in a position where I could see myself settling down. And so that's,
And where are you now?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a limbo because right now I'm on the verge of just calling it quits because there's a lot of stuff I can't tolerate. For example, her immaturity. She's lashed out on me in public on several occasions, all because she can't control her temper, and especially when it's something that is very sensitive to her. For example, we're at an event with my children, we're at a fair, and it's an intermission. She's going to the concession stands with two of my daughters, and I'm trying to call her to get her attention. I'm trying to, I'm calling her name, and she's just like ignoring me. Now, I don't know if she couldn't hear me or not. I'm not sure, but so I called her on her cell phone. She answers it. I said, hey, can you come back? I was trying to get your attention. She hangs up. She comes back, gets in my face in front of everybody. She has this thing where she likes to challenge me. She likes to get in my face, and she wants to square off or something. Like she wants to fight me. And me, I'm the kind of person where I'll separate myself from the situation before it even escalates and gets that far. But she gets off on challenging me, especially in public.
What do you mean square off in front of you?
Like, we can have a small issue about something. Instead of saying, okay, we'll talk about it later, she wants to make it a big scene. Like, she likes the attention. It's like all eyes on me when I walk into a room. No matter how I'm acting, just look at me and look at what I'm doing.
Ms. Williams, are you causing scenes in public?
No, we have this incident anytime we go somewhere, and it's mainly because of his insecurities and partly probably why.
We're not gonna get
No,
anywhere.
it's part of your insecurity, which is how I dress. And that's a situation we had before we even left to go to the place. Because, mind you, I'm not one of those girls that's gonna have everything hanging out when we have the kids and all of that, but he'll say, oh, your shorts are too short, or, oh, that's too tight, or you showing a little too much.
And that's why the two of you are having all of these public disputes?
I feel like he's okay with the women he messes with. They can dress however they please.
You say numerous women.
But me personally, no.
So you don't agree on that either. No. What happened with the social media post?
She said, hey, there's some people that have been inboxing me online that wants me to do like a foot modeling type of thing, like a foot fetish type of webpage. And I told her, I was like, nah, let's not get into that. Let's not do that because I know what that leads to. I was against it. And I could tell she was upset about it because she was expecting me to have a different reaction. So I'm online one day and I scroll past and I see some pictures, and the pictures look familiar because I could tell by the background of the photo that they were taken inside of our home. So I click on it and I see, lo and behold, it's her online, on social media, doing exactly what I said not to do.
Well, is it her or her feet?
It's all her. It's not just foot pictures, it's full body pictures. I
Williams?
have submitted evidence, so I hope that we can have explanation to this and not back out of this one. Who is that?
Is that you,
And
Ms. Williams?
what is that?
Yes, it is me.
Here
Yeah.
for all the foot lovers?
In my bedroom, on my bed, with my clock in the background.
What's going on? Are you there for all the foot lovers?
Yes.
Is that you?
Yes,
Okay.
this is me on there.
So you're making money
Yes.
on the site
And the
in
fact
that
of the
manner.
matter is, though, but you can see how controlling he is. I couldn't even go out of town with my
Okay,
family
I think I've heard
because
enough.
of the way he's controlling.
I think I've heard enough. The two of you have alleged numerous infidelities on both sides. How are you going to be in a relationship when, from day one, it started off on a lie? And that's how it's continued. I am surprised you've made it this far, because you already have the answer. What is the question? Should we be in this relationship? The answer is no. You shouldn't. Because you don't know how to. You say you've had all this relationship experience. What's changed? You mean to tell me you're better in this relationship than your past relationships? With all these infidelities she's alleged, a few of them you've admitted to, and you, Miss Williams, the lines you've crossed, having an affair with a player on his team's father, these are things you don't come back from. When you make that choice, even if he's done something, according to you, you are just reacting. That's not how you handle it. Because your choice is to one-up him. And all it's done is undermine anything that the two of you ever thought you can build. The two of you are not coming back from this. So all you can do is accept the fact that it started off really poorly and it ended really badly, because it ended with hurt and betrayal and disloyalty and dishonesty. All you can do is try to be better. Be a better person for the next time around. You have reached an impasse. It's really become a race to the bottom for both of you. And that's where you are. That's where you've hit rock bottom. Both of you see the other person as hypocritical and dishonest. There is no love I see between the two of you. It's just you stayed in the relationship to see if you could punish the other one. And how far you were gonna get in hurting the other one, instead of trying to turn everything around. So when you leave court today, you're gonna turn things around on your own, by yourself, because the choice has to be to do your own work and your own self-examination to see why you stayed in this kind of toxicity for the time that you did. And do better and be better for the next person in your lives. Good luck to both of you.
When it comes to Just Face advice, our relationships are dysfunctional. We are two people that are broken and trying to bring those broken pieces together. And I agree with her 100% that I think it's time for us to cut our losses and go our separate ways.
The best piece of advice was that, we need to just go ahead and either fix it on our own or just say forget it. In response to Mr. Jones here, I agree with him. I don't think that, if he's not willing to fix it, why should I? All these time for nothing.
It's a lot.
Don't make no type of sense.
A lot.